Hi guys, welcome to Uncle Wayne's How to Fix It tips. I've never done one of these before. It's a VZ Commodore and there's the motor all in there. It's done a timing chain, and if anybody knows anything about VZ Commodores, is they're notorious for timing chain. The timing chain stretches and it puts the timing out, and then the ECU shuts the motor down. It doesn't work anymore, and you always get that notorious chain shake when you start it up in the morning. So what I'm going to do is just take you through what you've got to do to get this thing happening. First of all, order your parts. Now you can buy a kit, and some of these kits are $2,000. I bought them individually. That's the rocket cover gaskets and the valve cover things. And I've got a new oil pump here. I've got a new water pump right there. I've got the new plugs, because if you don't change the plugs while you got it out, you're an idiot. And I've got the gaskets for the intake manifold, and I've got these things here, which is the gasket for the water filler. And you also need these are the cam tools that you need to hold the cams in place. And also I've got a new thermostat that goes in the rear of the motor, right back in here. It goes back right in there. So if you're gonna pull it all apart, you may as well put a new thermostat in. They reckon that you've got to take the gearbox out to do it, but I won't be doing that. So here, let's get started in this thing and start stripping it down. These black things here are only clipped on. They've got a little thing that pokes up. So you just grab this here like that and go and unclip that. That comes off. So we'll just chuck that over there on the ground. And the same thing happens to this one here. It's just got two little clips on it. Watch. There. So that's that one off. You know, it comes apart pretty easy. Now, I've undone these bolts here, and there's only one bolt left, so I'll pull that out. I mean, you just always have a parts tray. A good mechanic always has a parts tray. Now, you've just got to disconnect this thing here to the box that goes all the way there for the air cleaner. So I'll just show you how to do this. You just give it a wiggle like that and pull, and it won't come off because this is in the way. So we've got to undo the clips off of this black thing, and I'll show you how to do that. So you just get it like this and clip it, unclip it, and that comes off. All right, now we're really getting somewhere. Now we're just down to the basics, and so what I've done is just given that a little bit of a wiggle, and that comes off. So it's very easy to pull all this stuff apart. Now, all we got to do is just get this thing. Now, I'm holding the camera with one hand, and this thing's really, really, really heavy. So you just got to give it a little bit of a wiggle like that, and then that comes straight off the top of the engine, and we'll just chuck that down there as well. So we've basically got the motor stripped, in about 2 or 3 minutes. That didn't take long at all. Look, what I'm going to do now is just get my other tools, and we're going to pull the front of the engine off. And there's the front of the engine right down there. I disconnected that earlier, and it's always a good idea to mark your bits and pieces when you're taking them off. This thing here, the coil, we just got to undo that one and that one. And this thing's going to come off too. That blue gasket I showed you is the blue gasket that goes around in here. We're going to move this to one side, and we're going to do the same with the air conditioning. I don't know if you can see it down there, but there's my finger pointing to this air cut. We're not going to disconnect that. We're just going to move it to one side, and then we've got some to take this harmonic balancer off, and then we'll take this off, which is the water pump. And as I showed you over here, you've got to you should do the oil pump and the water pump as well, and change. Oh, you can't see them in there. Oh, there it is. That's the spark plugs. Yeah. Oh, they're all wrapped up, but that's in there. We're going to change that as well. So make sure when you're doing this job, because you've got gaskets on there, I've just switched the camera off and switched it back on, but see how I've covered up the intake manifolds? These are the new gaskets that go on there, like that. That's the new gasket, and I've got another one for the other side somewhere. There's two of them, and that'll be basically, I'm going to show you how to do this pretty quickly, and then I'll probably insert, oh, there's the other one there. So there's two. And then I'll insert in the video, I'll insert the actual timing sequence. It won't be me that does the timing sequence, it'll be from a high performance shop. But I'll insert that in the video so that you can see the timing thing, because they do it better than me. And besides, they've got the motor out and I haven't. And if I put my camera down in here, look, it just gets dark, really dark, and you can't see hardly anything. So maybe I should get some lights set up as well too. Alright, I'm going to, disconnect your battery before you start all of this. Otherwise you're going to find yourself electrocuting yourself. You don't want that. So I disconnected this, the positive terminal, and I'll come back and we'll start getting the top of this motor and the front of it off.